Welcome back to FPL Faff with Jez, Jack, and Jim. I'm Jez.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Jim.
Bruno Fernandes is a lazy prick.
Oh, no. Don't get me started, man.
I'm ruined. I was having a pretty good week until my last player just finished playing about 10 minutes ago. Well, actually, he finished playing about 30 minutes ago. Thanks, Ole.
I can't talk about it. I'm so sad.
2 points from a captain is... That's the stuff of nightmares. And Jim, for you and me, that is our reality.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm still top of the league at the moment.
Oh,
it's barely. Jack,
it's not going to last.
So close to me now. And I was giving you so much jip for blank from Big Kev.
Oh, yeah.
And then, because there's no reason for Bruno to not turn up. And lo and behold, here we are.
We're playing catch up, aren't we? This was not, to be honest, this wasn't the week for really any captain. It was either Bruno or De Bruyne, wasn't it? And I mean, at least De Bruyne got a couple of bonus points, but no goals.
Bonus
no
points
assist.
for doing nothing.
Bizarre.
Brutal.
Yeah. I mean, how did you guys do for the week? What did you finish on?
I mean, because Morris didn't even show up, thanks, Pep. You prick. Hope you're listening to this. You're a prick.
You know he listens.
Your rotations. Screw everyone over. Come on, man. Sort it out. So now I'm still questioning whether I should keep Morez. Anyway, just because if he was rested this week, surely he's going to play against Southampton away. Surely, but I don't know. Anyway,
you would think so.
So I'm on 39 points, but then I've got Ailing to come off. And what a game that was, and he got nothing for me. And so I'm going to finish on 40 points, which is a huge letdown. I think that's actually the lowest points I've got this season so far. It is. So I'm not happy about that. Shall I run through the points?
Go for it.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, so bleak. It's so bleak, guys. 3 points for McCarthy. Not too bad, all things considered.
Decent start.
Chilwell, 5. Zuma, 1. Cancelo,
Sorry,
1.
hang on. Can we rewind for a second? Chili.
Chili. Yeah, he just doesn't stop, does he? But am I furious they conceded? Absolutely. But it's my own fault for having 2 Chelsea.
Look, you and me both.
Yeah. I mean, am I... Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. It is what it is. I can't change it now. Cancelo was the transfer I brought in for Max Kilman. I wasn't expecting a 1-1 with West Brom at all.
God.
Like, come on. I think we've got most of these wrong. I'm only happy that Everton won, to be honest, beat Leicester, but we'll get into that later. Son, what a big turn up. 9 points. He should have been my captain. I didn't do it. But anyway. And then Bruno with 2. I captained him. He's got 4. Salah with 7. Again, I should have captained him. Souček with 2. Mahrez with 0. Kane with 2. And Wilson with 5. Like, not great.
That's grim.
Yeah.
That's not the best week. We all have them. Well, I'm going to take you through my team. I finished on 52. I was largely happy with that. The thing that makes me slightly sick is if I didn't make any transfers this week, I would have finished on 64. I took out Son and Robertson for Bruno Fernandes and John Stones.
Why won't you learn, mate? You've already taken him out once and he stung you massively when you took him out the first time.
I know.
I can't believe he did it again.
And he's done it.
You know that Son listens to the pod. This week was a personal fuck you to you, Jack. That's what it was.
It was.
Do you know what it was? I looked at the fixture. We were talking about last week. I looked at the fixtures. I looked at Grealish against Burnley. He's got West Brom next, then Palace, and then he's got 3 horrific games against Chelsea, United, and Tottenham. And I took a risk, and it didn't pay off. And now I'm looking at my team, and I'm thinking, Son scores in any game, so why don't I just keep him in there for the whole season and just see how he gets on? And that's probably what I'm going to do. We're going to get to transfers in a bit, but yeah, I didn't do too badly. 52, above the average. I'm happy with that. It's not quite the 60 I like to go for, but to be honest, my strikers, the strikers did well for me this week. I had McCarthy in goal for free. John Stones is in my starting 11 because I don't have I don't my other two defenders on the bench didn't play. Mitchell and Braithwaite, horrendous. My bench is a mess. Who did turn up for me this week was Corfal, big 8 points, great player.
He's 4.6 now. That's he needs fantastic. To come in.
He gets forward.
You should get him in. Yeah,
he gets forward for West Ham. It was a great assist for that overhead kick for Haller. What a goal that was.
Incredible. Finishing
my defence, Chilwell on 5. Midfield, Salah. He's never going to stop, is he? 7 points. Bruno with 2. I captained De Bruyne, who got me 8 with the captaincy. Jack Grealish with 3. And I've been really pleased with my strike force. Calvert-Lewin 5, Bamford 6, Wilson 5. Consistent, nice price points. I can't see them leaving my team anytime soon. So...
killer strike. Killer strike force. Those 3,
That's really
no matter what game, really. No matter what game, those 3 will do bits.
They will. They're nice. They just sit there. They tick on. My only worry is that it's quite hard to move away from them. I can't. I can either go down to a Brewster to try and alleviate some funds. I might do that for Wilson in a few weeks' time, but I can't stretch to a Vardy or a Kane. So for now, the 3 of them are staying there.
Yeah.
Jez, how about you, mate?
So, look, about 4 hours ago, I was feeling pretty good. I was sitting on 42 points with Grealish to play and Fernandes, who I also stuck my armband on. I just about got the bare minimum out of what was actually possible from those 2 games. Considering, I think they both had pretty good games. Grealish was all over it, and he was... so let me first of all say El Ghazi needs to quit football and get a job.
Oh, man, he did everything but score.
He did.
He
just kept trying to sidefoot it in. I'm like, just stick your foot through the ball.
He lacked conviction, didn't he? I got to say, he had as a player, he's pretty nimble. Like, he gets in good positions, but when he's in front of goal, he's just the last player you want in there.
Yeah.
He really is.
Honestly, I think he's got his own FPL side, and his FPL mini league has got Grealish everyone's got Grealish as their captain, so he's like, well, fuck him. Not getting any points for him tonight.
Yeah, he deliberately told Jack to make sure to always keep passing into him for him to miss.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
That makes total logic. Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I'll go through my points and get progressively sadder as I go. I've got McCarthy the same as both of you guys with 3 points there. Reece James, second week in my team and second 1 point performance.
Oh, rough.
Yep. Chilwell, very happy with him. He's not going to leave my side ever. Stuart Dallas, I've been singing his praises, and I was tossing up this week whether to start Justin or Dallas, and at the last minute, I put Dallas in. I said, okay, I think he's going to get an attacking return. And he only went and scored a goal. So 7 points from him.
Huge. Yeah.
Huge is right.
I swear I told you to even bench him, I think.
You did. You definitely did. Yeah. And I ignored you, and that worked out.
It did work out, yeah.
Bruno with 2 points and the armband. Salah, Son, 7 and 9. Zaha, he's done nothing since coming in my team. He has earned me a little bit of value, but he's done, nothing.
Of course, because you brought him in.
Yeah.
But he will. Give him time. He will.
I hope so.
Yeah, and he will when Jez takes him out.
Yeah, when I take him out, exactly. Grealish rounding out the midfield 5 with 3 points, which relative to the rest of the team actually looks pretty good. Harry Kane with 2 and Bamfy Boy up front with 6 big ones.
Nice.
Big. Okay, guys. I've got the turn up king of this week.
Turn up king of the week.
Turn up king of the week is going to Rashi. Marcus Rashford. Come on.
What game he had.
He had an incredible game.
That touch for his first goal.
First goal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Right on the outside of the foot. Yeah. And what a ball as well from Lindelof of all people.
I know.
Oh my God.
Oh, incredible. I know I don't want to talk about it anymore. The last thing I'm going to say is Bruno. Oh, why? Just why?
He played a good game, but he was like the second to last pass before they scored.
Assisting the assister is the worst thing in FPL.
But he'll always play well. Like, he's a quality player. Like, he's just one of those. Like, when I got him in this week, I didn't expect him to score a hat-trick and 2 assists today. But I know that he will over the course of the next 5-10-ish games. Yeah. He'll be incredible for me. I know he will. Like, it's and like he has done all season. He will have his time, but I have been quite concerned of late. I mean, they played West Ham, City, obviously a difficult one. Sheffield United today. He's only got 1 assist. That's not great when I'm paying that much for a player. But they do have Leeds next, and we know that they love to concede goals. So
they do. They love to score them, but they also love to concede them. Yeah,
that could be a fun one.
Catch-22. What can you do with that? Yeah. So that was my turn-up king. I've got a couple tiny turn-ups. Tiny turn-ups will have to go to my. All of this is like against what I wanted. So it's to my absolute misery that I have to call out Firmino. Because that header was insane.
Oh, yeah.
I think I called it. It was either going to be, I think I said 2-1 or 3-1. It was one of the two. And I gave it to Spurs to take it because they are playing more counter-attacking football. But, like, what can I say?
I remember it was a corner, wasn't it? And Robertson took it, and I thought, oh no, hang on, this is the nail in the coffin for me. And it was floated perfectly onto the penalty spot. And it was it was like slow mo. It was like as it was going to Firmino's head, I was like, oh no, it's gonna go. Great header, past the reed.
Insane.
Big win for Liverpool. That Tottenham would have been gutted not to walk away with a point. Even worse, Liverpool got 3.
Yeah, so that was huge, but like equally, Tottenham had no right to even be in that game. They were showing the stats at about 60 minutes in, and it was something like 14 shots total, I think 10 on target, something like that. And Tottenham had 1 shot on target, and it was 1-1.
Another stat I saw was passes in the final third. Liverpool, 200.
That's insane.
Tottenham, 19.
Oh,
yeah.
It was an absolute walkover, really. When we look at it, Liverpool have been very good throughout the season. I think they started rough against Villa. That was a horrific game, but ever since then they've just been grinding out. Apart from Fulham last week, they've been grinding out results really nicely. You can't see them falling away, can you?
I think that game was like a low-key title contention.
Oh, for sure.
And, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Those are important points. That's effectively a 6-point swing,
Absolutely. Because honestly, I thought Spurs low-key contenders, but if Liverpool keep going the way they're going, I can't see them not being in the fight to retain it.
They'll definitely be in the fight. I think it's going to be a very tough fight, and I think there's going to be a few teams around there. I mean, obviously, last season was kind of a write-off from after Christmas. It was just inevitable, but this season, I really don't know which way it's going to go.
No, it's so tight now up the top.
And it confuses me. I'm looking at a team like Leicester, and I don't understand how they're at the top. Like, one week they're on fire, and the next week they look like, I don't know, the B grade teams showed up hungover.
Hey, but they did play well at home, but they just got schooled by a much better team. So
that's right.
Hang on, I thought Liverpool played Tottenham on the weekend. I'm confused by that. So
I've also got another tiny turn up. Tiny turn up. We'll have to go, and this is to your misery, Jez, Harrison.
Look, I did used to own Harrison. I had him for 5-6 weeks, but I'm not that disappointed because up until now he hasn't really done very much. He was injured for a few weeks, so I think I've got better value from over the long haul by getting him out than I would have by keeping him in.
I agree. You've done.
I think it was JG. I think it was Grealish.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think you've made smart transfers since getting him out, so no regrets there, Jez.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it. Jack, let us talk for a second about the worst club in the Premier League, Arsenal.
I'd rather not, but sure. Look, listen, we scored. Like, as far as I'm concerned, great game week.
It's a huge turnaround.
I feared for the worst when, that Walcott finish. He had all the time in the world, but what a little clip. That was a great goal.
There's something really
what a
poetic.
Cheeky bastard.
There's something really poetic about Theo scoring that from his boyhood team to the team that, is effectively, he's Arsenal through and through. I know he's on loan to Everton, from Everton, but you couldn't make it up, could you?
No, you couldn't. It was a great little chip. I was pleased with him actually, because he's been at Arsenal for a long time, and then to come back to the ground and do that, nice. Arsenal started the second half really well. I actually thought we were going to go on and win the game, and then Gabriel just decides to wrap his arms around Walcott, who was in on goal, and gets a red card, and now he's out for 3 games. So that was hugely disappointing.
To be fair, if he doesn't do that, maybe Walcott goes and scores, and that's 3 points gone.
It's true,
or 1 point gone rather.
But I think he clearly wasn't thinking this at the time. If he's out, it means that Mustafi comes in and starts for Arsenal, which is an absolute disaster, and I don't think anyone wishes that upon anyone. So it's not really the best decision that we could have done. But look, listen, it's we didn't lose the game. The one thing that does scare me a little bit as an Arsenal fan is the Everton and Chelsea game next, because we could have a situation where by the start of the year we're looking at around 15th, maybe even 16th if we lose both those games. The good news, however, is from game week 16, it's a decent run. So there's no reason why we can't get a few wins out. I think you've got Brighton, West Brom, Palace, Newcastle. They are winnable games. Arsenal should be winning all 4 of those games.
I don't know, man. Like, I've been watching those teams play, and honestly, I'm seeing a lot more from them than I am from Arsenal right now.
True. Very, very true.
I think it might be a turnaround for them to get that 1 point. Also, and I hate to say it, but Everton, Arsenal always play well against Everton. It really fucks me over. It's so annoying. Even if they're playing dog shite at the moment, they'll still do something, which is really frustrating. But yeah, what can we say? Jez, what is your formation for game week 14?
So I've made 1 transfer. This was a long time coming. I'm glad that I didn't make it last week, but I don't really like the look of Leicester's fixtures coming up. I don't see any place in my team.
You got rid of Justin, haven't you?
I got rid of James Justin. Oh. He's gone. I made some value on him. That's great. And I have reinvested that in Konsa from Aston Villa, who I'm now... hang on a sec. He played tonight, did he not?
No,
he didn't. I've made a horrible mistake. What have I done?
Did he not play?
Has he got COVID?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure actually. It says he's illness, but he was absolutely not in the squad tonight, Jez, I'm afraid.
You made a huge rookie mistake, because
why would I do that before the game?
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't made my transfer yet, and I'm not going to say who. Well, I am going to say, but I haven't done it yet. It's either going to be Tyrone Mings for 8 Nuri, or it's going to be Jack Grealish for Mahrez. And I wanted to see the Villa game through to the end, like, a sensible person, to make that change. I love that.
Are you guys not worried about Villa's fixtures?
No, not really.
Villa have got some decent fixtures coming up.
They've got Chelsea.
The next 2 weeks actually. Sorry, after that it gets a little bit grim. But
they've got Chelsea, United, and Tottenham in their next 5 games. Like that's putting me off Jack Grealish.
Sure, but I mean, so for Konsa, I was looking at the fixtures all around, and I think he's probably going to sit on the bench for those 3. But that's fine. He's sort of like a long-term investment, because after that the fixtures get a little bit better, and they will have some double game weeks at some point. That's my thinking. Given that he might miss out on the West Brom game,
in Faff, really. 4.6. After the Chelsea game, it's like green. Do
you know what? I might actually get him out, because I came into this game week with 2 free transfers, and
no. You did.
Don't do that. That would be one. You've made 2 free transfers and you've only bought in one player. No, don't do that, please. That's like FPL criminal.
Yeah, but look. I'm not looking to make any other transfers next week. I think that I'm pretty set on my team.
All right, so what is it? What is it going in?
So
game week 14.
We'll see how it goes. I'm playing a 3-5-2. I'm going with Reece James, Chilwell, and Konsa, hopefully at the back. The big midfield 5. Yep, shut up. Bruno, Salah, Son, Zaha, and Grealish across the midfield. Harry Kane and Bamford up front, and Dallas is sitting first sub, which, fine. I do expect Man U to score some goals against them, so that's not great, but equally he may do some attacking things, so it could be a blessing in disguise. It won't be, but it could be.
And how about you, Jim?
I think we've all got McCarthy, haven't we? So I'm also playing a 3-5-2. I've got Chilwell, Zuma, Cancelo starting at the moment. I've got Son, Fernandes, Salah, Souček, and Mahrez, and then Kane and Wilson. What I love is that all of our teams are similar and also very different. I don't know what to do really. I've got 6 players playing in 2 games, which is worrying for me. It's gonna. I can't have another game week points like I just had, but I might be having that. I can see Southampton scoring against City.
Yep.
But I do see City dicking on the Saints, because they kind of have to.
I don't agree. I mean, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But
away, they do play well away. And that's the only reason why I'm thinking to keep Mahrez in at the moment, because he didn't play against West Brom at home, so why would he not play away to Southampton? So
it'll be a close game. There's no denying that.
And he's going to be a differential for me. So I don't know. And do I play Chilwell and Zuma against West Ham, who are playing quite well? Because I've got Souček in my midfield as well. I'm going to want a return from him, but that sacrifices my 2 defenders. So that's why I'm thinking of bringing in someone else as a defender option. Whoa. And maybe benching. I don't even know. I'm pretty screwed this week, to be fair.
I mean, I hope so.
I think I'm going to be back, but it's just not a nice run of fixtures. I'm going to captain Salah, I think, and if not, I'm going to captain Son against Leicester at home. But I think Salah away at Crystal Palace.
Nice. Very nice.
So I didn't actually mention who I'm going to captain, and this is interesting considering what's just happened tonight, but I think I'm going to give Bruno another go.
Whoa.
I am probably going to, well, not another go because I captained De Bruyne, but I'm probably going to captain him as well.
Interesting.
Okay.
Please do. He's going to be rested. He's going to play 60 minutes
incorrect.
At most.
So incorrect. False.
And then Salah's going to get a hat-trick.
False.
Great.
Incorrect. Jack, what is your team looking like?
So my team is a 3-4-3. McCarthy in goal. I'm going to stick with John Stones because
because he wasn't even in the squad.
Because I have to, I think, really. I feel like if I get him out, I just can't really do that to myself. But I think, in all seriousness, he played John Stones played three 90 minutes in a row, and I thought he was City's best player in all of those games. So
3 clean sheets, and then doesn't even at home is not even on the fucking squad list.
I don't understand.
What is that about?
Throwing a couple,
prick.
throwing a couple of bonus points in there as well. Like, he was good, and the fixture. I'm going to stick with him, and I'm going to see how it goes. And I can't. This is how awful it is. I have 2 out of 5 defenders are playing in my squad, which is not nice. But I'm going to give him.
You're still doing well every week.
I'm going to give him another run. Mate. I'm going to give him another run. So I've got McCarthy in goal. I've got Stones, Corfowl, and Chilwell at the back. Those 2 aren't going anywhere. In midfield, I'm gonna transfer out Jack Grealish. Not because not because I don't think he's a good player or he's had a good season, but I have the exact funds to bring Son back in, and I want to do that, which would leave me with a midfield of Son, Salah, Bruno, and De Bruyne.
That's everything I want.
That's good. I will say though that like I feel bad for having brought in a player who didn't play tonight before their match because I'm an idiot and he's sick.
Mm-hmm.
You just got out Son, wasted all that value, and you're getting him in the very next week. That's horrific.
But at least he can. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about value, really. It just matters that you can get him back in. But honestly, Jack, if you don't do it this week, you're not doing it. I don't think you can.
You're not going to be able to get him back.
No, it's like you're right, Jez. I made a mistake this week, but I'm going to rectify that mistake by having 4 premium midfielders in there, which I think is, they'll stay there from majority of the season unless something happens. So I'm quite.
All of them start. That's all you care about. As you should care about.
They all start and
do bits. They do corners. They do penalties. I just wish that Mahrez started. He's missed 2 games now this season because of Pep.
I think
Go on.
Well, I was going to say, I think the idea, what I wanted to do was, if I took out Son, I was trying to find a way to put in Kane, but I just don't think I can do that with the squad I have. So that might be a wild card options. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out Grealish, put in Son. That leaves me with the big premium 4, and then Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, and Wilson up front. So I'm hoping that there's a lot of penalty takers in there. There's a lot of goal threat within those 7 players. I like Chilwell. He's got attacking qualities. Corfow's doing the same.
He's
as
incredible.
Well. Yeah. I'm liking the look of it. And then what I'm planning to do after that, once the busy fixtures calm down, I'll probably need to get rid of Souček to then fund another defender. But I don't want to take a minus point for that. So that's the idea.
Yeah, smart. My idea is to. I did say this is the other transfer I might make. Either controversial, Fernandes for Marcus, or Mahrez for Marcus.
If you've got the funds for Marcus, I would very much consider that.
Yeah. I will have to do so. I might have to bank a transfer this week because I will need 2 transfers to bring in Marcus Rashford for Mahrez. Sadly, I'd need to make that extra little bit. Mahrez is 8.5, and how much is Marcus? I think he's 9 point something. So there's quite a big difference still. But I can do it.
Yeah, he's 9.4.
My only thing is, City and United both have a game to play, don't they? So it's fine. I guess that doesn't really matter.
So you'd have Bruno and Rashford in there?
Potentially, yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Rashford looked very good tonight.
He was.
He did.
Yeah.
He was the best player on the pitch.
King.
Turn up king. Just one more quick turn up king from me, which was Pedro Neto. He came through clutch.
Except for that awful dive he did.
Well, but like that's just the type of player he is. I don't necessarily like the way he plays, but he was a turn up king on the weekend.
He was. And Podence, in fact. Great. Yeah. Those two are incredible for Wolves. Incredible.
Yeah. Shall we get into the transfers in and out?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So there's already been, quite a bit of movement because we've got such a number of games, short space of time. But we'll start off with the top 10 transfers in. So number one, we've just mentioned him.
Son.
It's Pedro Neto. And he had a really good game against Chelsea, but it's probably worth noting he was really good a few game weeks back against Arsenal, if I remember rightly. And Southampton as well, and he's a really nice price point at 5.8.
Yeah.
So and with Jimenez out for the foreseeable,
absolutely,
he's the main man.
Completely, he will be. A lot of people will be looking at him, I'm sure. Number 2 is Mo Salah. Number 3 is Son. Number 4 is Patrick Bamford. Number 5 is Yannick Vestergaard.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6.
That makes me hurt because he's going to go up again, and I do want to get him in at some point.
He will.
Maybe I should get him in now.
They're bringing him in against City, so they really think. I think, yeah.
It's a long-term one, I think, both him. He's a decent defender.
He's a great value as well. What is he, 4.6 at the moment? He's probably going to go up to 4.7 now.
No, he's 4.9 right now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's mad.
Oh, he's gone up massively.
Yeah, he's flown up the ranks, and he's a huge goal threat as well. And they're not. They're getting clean sheets as well. They're doing a good job there.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Wilfried Zaha. Number 7 is Harry Kane. Number 8 is Podence.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
James Ward-Prowse comes in at number 9.
Still in there.
Okay, there's not a lot of the transfers in have been predicated on this week's returns.
You can't be bandwagon ones, though, can you?
I think people are looking at I think what a lot of these transfers. I'm looking at the players. Their clubs are heavily reliant on them. Salah, Son, Bamford, Zaha, Kane, Ward-Prowse. These guys play every minute, and when you're looking at a busy fixture schedule, you do need players who are going to play, and this is quite reflective of that. And number 10 is another one of those players, Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Yep. See, I understand
and
that.
I still haven't got him in my team. It's insane.
You don't, and it's worrying for me that he hasn't done something 2 weeks in a row. They do have West Brom next, and I'm tossing up between him and Fernandes. I think it is going to be Fernandes, but I'm looking at that West Brom game.
Please put Grealish as your captain. He's gonna,
he'll end up getting sent off. Oh, God, I'm going to be ruined.
It's a derby game, that.
Can I just ask your guys' opinion? So, Son has Leicester at home, and Grealish has West Brom away. I'm considering taking out Grealish, putting in Son. Do I roll a transfer so I've got 2 free transfers for next week but miss not having Son? What would you do?
Ooh. I mean, do you want what I would do, or essentially, do you want me to snake you, or do you want me to give you good advice?
We're recording a podcast for people to come and give their opinion. I want
I'm
your
advice.
Say
both. If I'm going to snake you, I'll say sure. Roll your transfer.
Sir.
Roll your transfer. Do not bring in Son yet. So you just can't when you try and do it next week. My advice would be is to bring him in, because he is a long-term asset, without a doubt. He's been in my team since week 1, and he's never going to leave. I lost value on the first week, because they lost against Everton 1-0. And then he, literally the next game, huge turn-up king. Huge. And he's going to continue to do so. My advice would be to get him in, because it was a mistake getting him out.
So, in my head, I've got Grealish, I've got Fernandes, and I've got Heung-min Son. I was looking at the captaincy choice, which is telling me who I think is going to score the most points this week. I think it's going to be Fernandes. Then my number 2 is Grealish. Then my number 3 is Son.
Oh, Raider's been off though, captain-wise.
Sure, but I mean, I still just got to trust my gut. I think that's how it is. So for this week, if you're tossing up between Grealish and Son, I would say keep Grealish if you don't think that Son is going to raise in price. And that's sort of...
Jez is snaking
it's
right
a bit
now.
touch and go. He's already quite expensive, 9.6. I'm actually not. Which is I should be, because you're beating me in the league. But personally, I would keep Grealish for one more week, then roll it. I mean, Grealish was on that list as well. How many transfers has he got?
Number 3.
I think the thing, because I'm going to have to get Souček out anyway, because my defence is an absolute horror show. So I need to...
Souček is he's only 5. That's like no risk.
No. He's great value. I don't want to get rid of him.
You want someone that's like not playing, essentially?
No,
someone that's like 4.5.
So I can get him out for 4.9 and I can get someone in for 4.5, and that gives me 0.4 to spend on a much needed defender.
Yeah,
which I need to do that. So
you've still got Mitchell, so
so that's my school of thought. But you're right, Jez. If Son continues to score and I miss out on that value again, all of a sudden that amount that I've got to spend on a defender goes down because I can't find that cash from anywhere.
But what you got to remember is it's only going to go down by 0.1. So if you can make that sacrifice, then sure, do what Jez is saying and roll bank a transfer.
I think it's worth mentioning that because the game weeks are coming thick and fast at the moment, there's less time for people to get players in and out, and less chance of them going up in price, at least drastically. So I think if Son does go up, he will only go up 0.1 before next game week, and you can get him in.
I'm looking
it's
right
a little
now,
bit of a gamble, but...
and I know you're going to go through it. I mean, you've already gone through it. He's number 3 in the transfers in. So transfers out is 4,500. Transfers in is over 62,000. Like, if that isn't going up by 0.1 already, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, God. It's tough. I don't know. But to be honest, I only need Grealish to go up 0.1 to remove the deficit that I'd lose. Yeah, because if Grealish goes up 0.1, I gain 1.1 when I transfer him out, which offsets.
And he could. He's 7.8 at the moment.
I don't think he's going to. I'm looking at his transfers in. He's got a lot of people transferring him in. Fair amount of people transferring him out. The difference isn't that much. I don't think he'll go up this week.
Thanks, guys. Very helpful.
I know. Like, we both are giving him the 2 options. Yeah.
I'm going to toss a coin.
Toss it now. And you have to, because it's on the pod. It's live on the pod. All of our millions and millions of listeners are going to be... yeah, you've done it.
He's already had a piss on the pod. Why not toss on the pod?
Sure.
Right,
do a quick toss.
Jack, please, for the love of God, tell us the transfers out.
Top 10 transfers out. Number 1, Jota. Unsurprisingly, he's out. Number 2, Timo Werner. Number 3. Oh no, the guy's having a...
How does anyone still own him? I'm sorry.
20% of teams still own him, unbelievably. Number 3, James Rodriguez.
Oh.
Remarkably, Everton have been playing better with him out of the team. It's quite funny. Number 4, Jim, you want to think about this? Riyad Mahrez.
I know, but that's good because he's going to get a hat-trick against Southampton.
You never know. Pep Roulette. Number 5, Gabriel.
I hate that saying, and it's so true.
Gabriel's number 5. De Bruyne is number 6. Jamie Vardy is number 7.
Okay.
Wow.
Maximilian Kilman is number 8.
Bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
Damn, he's on the in and outs.
Wow. He is. And also on the in and outs is Jack Grealish.
Yeah. So that just shows that they're both going to stay in the value they are right now. So that's one thing to think about.
100%.
But yeah, there's a huge skew on Son. So just saying, Jack.
There is. On mine.
Listen to Jez because I'm snaking you.
I'm gonna make the transfer.
Even if Grealish does something, Son's long term.
Better yet, make a transfer.
Bring in Concert.
Make a stupid transfer just to level the playing field.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go random.
Just do it.
I'm just gonna pick a random player here. I'm gonna take out Grealish. I'm gonna put in Iosi Perez.
Nice. No, I like that. He doesn't start all the time, but he does do bits. Oh god.
He's Leicester's Riyad Mahrez.
Mahrez came from Leicester
except
as well, didn't it?
less good.
That's something. Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
Transfer made. We're doing it now. We're locking it in live on the pod.
Oh, live. Ooh.
Grealish.
I kind of wish I was
on the pod. Listen to Jack making Grealish a mistake live on the air.
It's really not.
To be fair, that's not a mistake. Let's be real. Even if this week doesn't pay off,
end up taking me in the league now.
This front seven is just listen to this: Son, Salah, De Bruyne, Bruno, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, Wilson. I mean, goals.
You're winning the league now, mate. I'm furious.
Got to get rid of Grealish though, but if he scored tonight, probably wouldn't have done this. But he has. I'm looking at the last 4 games. He's got 1 goal, no assists. I'm not interested.
Do you know what it might have been? It might have been. I don't want to go off topic. You know, he had to go to court in the week, so that might have thrown his mindset out a little bit.
Well, yeah, he's got to be tired from walking to every game.
Oh yes,
guys. Shall we go through the fixtures for this week and talk about our predictions? So first of all, we have Crystal Palace versus Liverpool.
Salah hat-trick. Thank you. I'm going to triple captain him. I'm not going to triple captain him. No, I'm going to wait for a double game week.
No, you're not.
But I am going to captain him.
I agree. 3-0 Liverpool.
Wow. Okay. I agree it's going to be a Liverpool win. I think it's going to be 2-1. And that's because Zaha is going to run right past whoever's in defence. To be fair, I don't want to talk about... Reece Williams, not really FPL related.
He had a good game.
He looked good on the weekend.
No, he did. He had a really good game. Coming against Tottenham and play like that for a young boy.
Yeah. Next up is Southampton, Man City. I think this, for me, this might be the most interesting game of the week.
Is it interesting, Jez? Is every game interesting?
Yes, I get it. I need to learn some synonyms. This one is going to be intriguing, exciting.
It's going to really fuck me over. It's a make or break for me. Southampton are in such good form. I feel like they are going to score, but I do need a City turn up, i.e. Mahrez to start and to just goal. I know I keep saying it, but I really mean it. And with that, I'm going to say 3-1 to City. Mahrez, 2 goals, and I don't care as long as it's not Big Kev. Gabriel Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, I would love him to score just because he's the only safe player in the City team.
I know. No, it's going to be Cancelo because he hit the fucking crossbar the other day. And I was furious that he didn't bug that. That would have saved my week if Cancelo scored.
Don't talk to me about crossbars. I've got Reece James in my team, all right? If there's a post, he will hit it.
There should be points on crossbars. Should be.
No. It's a miss.
Jack, what is your prediction?
For City, Southampton? 3-0 City. Kevin De Bruyne masterclass.
Well, okay. So, unfortunately, you're both wrong. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this one's going to be 2-1 to Southampton. Danny Ings is going to be class. Shea Adams is also going to be class. And Jim, your boy Theo, is equally going to be class.
Yeah. Remember when you called him shit? Look at him now, mate. Look at him now.
Look.
I should have brought him in when I said, because he's been doing.
I'm gonna say he's been one of the best loan signings I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but look, you could be Spurs and have Gareth Bale play 2 games for £700,000.
Yeah, jeez, where's he been?
Yeah.
So, next game, both of you guys got skin in this one. Everton Arsenal.
Oh. Ooh. Well, I'm happy that Everton are at home playing Arsenal that are in dire straits. Dire straits.
Mustafi comes in.
Yeah.
8-0.
Mustafi 8 own goals. No,
if they're all set up by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'll be happy.
Oh, do you know what? I'm still upset because I haven't got any blue boys in my team anymore because I can't handle the pain. And evidently, since I got rid of them, they've been playing well. So Everton have been winning because I don't have any players. Exactly. So in that means that DCL is going to bag, and I think it's going to be. Honestly, I think it's going to be 2-0 to Everton.
God, I wish I didn't agree with you, but I do. Oh, I think DCL is going to get both as well.
Ooh. Everton are on form. Last 2 games have played well. But Arsenal picking up. I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay. That's generous of you.
Yeah, having said that,
optimistic.
Watch Aubameyang go insane and just bag 4 goals.
I'm sorry. Aubameyang has ruined his career. He's done.
Oh, I don't know. I wish I could watch it. Because Arsenal used to love to just play this fixture as like a training fixture, just absolutely run riot. But yeah, times have changed.
Newcastle, Fulham.
This is the game, and guys, I've got a name for it now. I've got a name for it.
What is the name?
This is the turnip game of the week. Tiny turnip. Tiny turnip. It's like the deadest game of the week. Turnip.
Do you know what? I'm not sure I agree with you.
Come on.
I don't think this is the worst game of the week. I think Newcastle are going to do bits up front. Wilson's always bright. And I think Fulham have been a little bit revitalised.
No. This is it. This is the turnip game.
I think Fulham are going to play really well. I think they're going to be... This is going to be a dominant win for Fulham. I'm going to go 3-1 Fulham.
Ooh.
Wow, okay.
3-1. I'm going to say it's going to be... Because it is a turnip game, it's going to be 1-0 to Newcastle. It's going to be bleak as fuck.
I hope you're wrong. I'm going to agree with Jack on this one. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Fulham. I don't think Newcastle are really going to be in the game, but Wilson finds a way. I think Fraser has been hooking him up as well. I think it's going to go Fraser to Wilson to get their 1 goal, and I reckon Lookman's going to have a great game. Fulham 3-1. Next up is my turnip game of the week, Brighton-Sheffield.
This is the second turnip. I think Brighton are going to have a good win. It's going to be 2-0 to Brighton.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to disagree with you again. I think that Sheffield might actually win this one. I think this is going to be their first win of the season.
Poor Brighton.
Well, yeah. I just feel like Brighton are that team this year. They're going to play really well and end up on 20 points.
Jez, I'm with you, man. I think Sheffield United have been to see them play over the last couple of games. For them to have 1 point after 13 games, what the hell's happened? They don't deserve 1 point off. I do think the results will swing for them. Don't get me wrong, they're going down, but I think that they will start to turn it around. I'd like to think that there's, they'll have a good run, certainly towards the second half of the season.
Yeah, if they are going to turn it around, this is the game. Like, you need to be beating the other teams around you. For me, this one's going to be 2-1, I think.
Interesting.
Spurs. Okay. Spurs, Leicester.
Oh.
2-1 Tottenham.
Ooh. Yes, I'll agree.
I think this one could be kind of embarrassing for Leicester, actually. I'm seeing a 4-0.
What? This is Jez's craziest prediction of the week.
And you know what? I say that.
From last
I
week.
say that, and yet I'm not going to give my armband to Son. What's wrong with me?
Do you know what? I actually might change from Salah to Son now.
Now that I've predicted it's 4-0.
I mean, that's not going to happen.
You are putting way too much stock in me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, as if I'm going to take the armband off Mo.
Fair.
This is not going to happen.
Okay. Manchester United Leeds. I'm really looking forward to this game.
Me too.
They're both going to... There's goals both ways, both ends. I think it's going to be a 4-2. And you'll think it'll be United. But they're at home. So it's probably going to be to Leeds.
This game is the definition of both teams are going to score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get Bamford in? Do I get him in?
No.
Bamford's going to score.
Yeah, but who would you be taking out is the question.
Wilson.
I like Wilson.
I like Wilson too. I
mean, I preferred Wilson at Bournemouth, but
I think he's been scoring more goals at Newcastle actually.
Has he?
I like Wilson because he's on pens. He's clearly better than Joel Linton. He's going to play every game. I like him up there. He's a decent player.
I definitely prefer Wilson to Bamford, but as a player, but I don't know. Wilson's just had a couple. He got an assist. That's fine.
Honestly, from a 6.5 striker, like an assist is all you can really ask.
Yeah, he's going to score that 1-0 against Fulham.
He is.
He'll give my faith back to Newcastle and to him as well. So
thing is with Leeds as well, like it's particularly the way they were playing on the weekends. They look like they've got lots of options in and around the box. There's lots of movement, and particularly since Raphinha started playing more regularly, he's just providing balls left, right, and center. He's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bamford, I am a big advocate of him, and I would have him in my team. But if you're going to make the switch from Wilson this week, I'm not
Maybe
sure I'd
not.
do that. Next one up is West Brom, Aston Villa.
This is a big derby game, and I can see West Brom taking it. 2-1.
Really?
2-1
Really?
to Bromwich, yeah.
Wow.
2-1 to the Albion, I think. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
New manager bounce. They haven't actually been playing that bad at all, West Brom. I was shocked when he got sacked. What's the game coming to? I don't know what people expect them to be, West Brom. Like, they're, don't get me wrong, they're second bottom.
Out of the relegation zone?
No, I don't think so.
But someone has to be in it.
The squad is full of championship players. Like, as far as I'm concerned, they're overachieving, really.
Yeah, but I mean, as a club coming up, like your one goal is to stay up. You're not going to pat yourselves on the back after coming up and getting relegated again and say good job.
I mean, say that to Fulham.
It is, sure. And I think that Scott Parker's he's not long for this world either,
No, I don't know.
And the thing is, and you can be in the relegation zone and be sort of like fighting, and that's borderline okay because, as you said, there's a team full of championship players, but you have to get some results, and it was too little too late to do that at City. It was a great game, and I agree they've been playing well, but playing well doesn't keep you in the Premier League.
I think he can leave with his head held high. I thought he did a good job. If I was him, I'd think, you know what, fair enough. Like I've done a solid. He won't struggle to find another job after being sacked.
Totally.
No. I mean, he left on an incredible draw against City, so
that might be the highlight of his career. Not his career. That's ridiculous. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I think that Aston Villa. That's a good way to lead into my prediction. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I think Aston Villa are going to win against West Brom. I think it's going to be 2-1, and Jack Grealish is going to score one. And yeah, he's just going to score one. That's all it is. Burnley, Wolves.
This is
turn up number 3.
This is turn up number 3. Oh, no, maybe not 0-0. I'm going to say 1-0 to Wolves. It's going to be Neto or Podence again because they are relentless. They kept going. I can see that. 1-0 to Wolves.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1-0 to Wolves as well, but only just. Burnley keep clean sheets. I think they've they've done well recently, so...
That's why I thought it's going to be 0-0 again, like we just had with Villa and Burnley. But yeah,
I think Burnley are looking a little bit better. A couple of weeks ago, if you'd said this fixture to me, I would have said it would be a resounding Wolves win.
Yeah,
I'm not so certain. I think Neto will be hard to keep out, but equally, I think Burnley are going to grind out a goal. So I'm going to go
Neto
with 1-1.
will be hard to keep out of the net.
Chelsea, West Ham. Chelsea, West Ham. It didn't happen. Chelsea, West Ham.
Chelsea, West Ham. Yeah, well, I would love it to be another clean sheet for Chelsea back in a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's not going to be, though,
Chelsea.
is it? No, wrong.
3-0 Chelsea.
Jim, that's the result we want, not the result that there's going to be.
Yeah.
London derby.
Yeah, I still think so. You know, they're at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree with Jim entirely. London derby. Chelsea are going to turn up. They're going to score. They're not going to concede. They're going to be really strong at home. 3-0.
Yeah.
I really hope that both of you are right because I've got Reece James and Ben Chilwell in my starting lineup. And apparently no bench because I'm an idiot.
The one thing I will say is this is the game that Reece James gets rested for Aspilicueta.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is. Jack,
guys,
you are 100%
I'm going to make that
right.
second change on the same player. I'm going to do it.
This is the game that, in my opinion, this is the game that Aspilicueta comes in to make sure that they don't concede. They're strong at the back. I don't think Chelsea need to be as attacking in this game. For that reason, Reece James will be benched.
Frank did that a couple of games ago, didn't it? What game was that for? And they did get a clean sheet didn't he?
He did it when they played United and it was 0-0.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
But Chelsea, Chelsea don't need attacking flair for this game. I don't think they've got enough of that. I think this is, when Reece James has done well this season, but this is the game that he gets a rest.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm going to make a very dumb second transfer and hate myself a little bit, but that's fine. My prediction is that it's going to be 2-2. I think West Ham have been playing quite well. I think they're going to score goals.
That's the worst prediction I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, wait until you hear yourself back on this pod for all of the predictions.
Yeah, I think
Soucek going to score though?
You know full well that I've got more of these predictions right than you have, so I'll love it.
And that's all the time we have today. Guys, so for all of our listeners out there, if you do want to join our FPL Faff mini league, you can do so by entering the code DKSORK into your Premier League app. One more time, that's DKSORK.
It's the only league to be in, guys. Come on, you know you want to be in there.
It is the only league to be in. You will find me at 5th place, locked in there until the end of time or until you join the league and are ahead of me. Guys, this has been good until about 3 days from now when the next game week starts.
Yes.
Nice one.